Well, this week on Dateline Schools, been getting a good view of what we're expecting for the school year this year, now that we're up and running. And to tell us all about it, my special guest is Dr. Kevin Miller, superintendent here at St. Clair County RESA. And Kevin, yesterday when we finished our conversation, we were talking about assessments and that. Do you think our kids are over-assessed? I know a lot of districts are doing their fall NWEA testing coming up in the next couple of weeks, got PSAT practice tests. Of course, we know we've got all the stuff we do in after spring break with the M-steps. So are we over-testing our kids?
No doubt. The quick answer to your question is yes. We've never met a test we don't like, frankly, and standardized tests have never been proven to actually increase in engagement or achievement. What does help, and you mentioned NWEA, NWEA is one example of a formative assessment or an on-time assessment, as I like to call it. We take it, we get a view of where a student is right now, we do corrective measures immediately, and we get a feel for where the student needs to be, and we go there right now. A standardized test taken once a year at one moment in time, we don't use that way. We can't use that way because by the time they take the test and we get the results, it's months later. So a formative test like the NWEA is a great measurement of where the child stands right now on this subject, and now we do interventions and we get them where we want them to be. That's the way we should be testing and reacting and improving education.
As we wrap up our conversation this week, are you pleased with the direction in which education is heading here in St. Clair County?
I think overall our educational institutions do a really good job. I think if you did a survey of all of our local parents, they are overall pleased with the local school that their kids go to. Now, having said that, we've got a lot of work to do. We do all over the state, all over the nation to compare with the current economy and the current educational platforms around the world. We need to evolve a little bit more than we have over the last 50 years. But I think overall I am pleased with the direction. And as a RESA, we're in this to support our local public school districts. We're a service agency. That means when they need, we react and serve. And so our role this year in 1920 is to ask what they need help on, to respond to them, to give them the services they need, the training, the support that they need, and to swoop in and help them where their needs are.
And real quickly, what are your goals for our educational system here this year?
I think early literacy, we mentioned that in a previous episode this week. Early literacy is so important. It controls everything that happens to a child that as a good reader can survive and do well in school thereafter. And I think in math, we need more engineers in this world. We need more people that can compute. So write code, math is of the utmost importance. It comes right back to those two primary things: literacy, being able to read, and the ability to do math as well.
For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington. Dateline Schools is a production of St. Clair County RESA.